Hello everyone, my name is Andriy Shekhovtsov and I'm Head of Marketing and Strategic Growth at State Tax University. And we're continuing a series of interviews about our university, the architectural competition that we are carrying out, and the process of rebuilding of the main campus in general. And today I'm here with one of the students at State Tax University, Artem Martyrosyan, and we're going to ask him a couple of questions about his connection to the university. Hello Artem, thank you for agreeing for an interview with us.
Greetings, thank you for the invitation.
Artem, so can you share a few words about your connection to State Tax University?
Well, actually, right now I'm a master's degree student on the International Law faculty, and I've already graduated from our university from the bachelor's degree of Financial Investigations Law.
Can you also share a few words with us how you ended up in Irpin? Because I know you are from Donetsk, and after Russia's annexation of Donbass, you moved to Irpin a couple of years before you started attending State Tax University.
Yeah, it was quite a story. Actually, we moved to Armenia in the first place, and then from the Armenia we moved back to Ukraine, and we chose a new city to live in. It was in Irpin. So this city is one of the most beautiful cities actually I've ever been to. It is close to capital, and it is a very good city to live in.
And why have you chosen majoring in law and the State Tax University in particularly?
Well, our State Tax University is one of the best universities nowadays and back then. So I chosen it because it was one of the best lawyer's degrees I could actually have, and it was one of the closest universities for me too, because I was living like 2 streets from it. So the lawyer's degree is a very universal degree, and with this degree you can attempt a business, you can be just a particular lawyer, or you can even become a governor or like
work in the government.
Work in the government, right?
Artem, can you also tell us where have you been during the first days of invasion when Russian forces moved into Irpin?
So we stayed in Irpin this time. Me and my family actually was one of the late leavers. Left approximately about 9 days after the full-scale invasion started, and we witnessed full gradient of horrors here. It was horrifying. We moved through the war zone to the safe place, back to Lviv. So, and then we moved back to Irpin when the government said that it is safe now to come back.
So when Irpin was liberated and when you came back, can you share what were your first impressions and feelings when you have seen the destroyed building and the streets of Irpin?
The only feeling that a normal person could feel is total emptiness and void inside its heart. Because the whole destructions, it was terrifying. It was very terrifying. Actually, we had an interesting conversation when I returned in the first days with a random man on the streets. I just simply came to him, approached him and asked about his whole life situation, and he told his tearing story about his losses, because the whole family he had, his wife, his kids, were killed by Russians. And then there was a 5 minutes break. We just stared at each other, feeling each other's pain.
Coming back to the main topic of our interview, the rebuilding of main campus of the university, can you share a few words why it is important for you as a student, for the student body as a whole, to rebuild the main campus building?
Well, many students are forced to study on distance. I think this is a bad way to study at all, and the best way and the best approach for the studying process is to study here in the university. So many strong men and women were raised here, many great competitive students were raised here. I personally know many students. That studied with me on the bachelor's degree here. They are currently working at the government. So many people here are very crucial for our state, for the Ukraine. So the main goal is to rebuild, is to help our future generations of students to live their lives, to breathe new life into our university and to rebuild the main campus is the goal.
And in conclusion, what would be the words you wanted to say to future donors and partners who will be watching this video?
So, dear future partners, future donors, on behalf of our university, I, as a student myself, ask you for your help. We need to rebuild our main campus building. It is very crucial to breathe a new life into our university and to help future generations to study. We will be very thankful.